Hello guys, welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with today's news. Owen Hargreaves, will be one of our super monitoring spirits, don't come outside, call the talk, say Arsenal's midfield is their weakest link. So Baba call the talk, say Arsenal need to sign two central midfielders if they want make sure say this their campaign, their EPL campaign could be very productive. So you're gonna give example, say look at Arsenal's defense. They fit change each player. As a person get injury, another person there for bench, wey dey formidable, will fit enter. See that one makes sense. But look at the midfield. If Granit Xhaka get injury, who can enter with it as formidable? We go fit replace him? Nobody. If Thomas Partey get injury, who can replace him with the formidable as Thomas Partey? Nobody. Instead, on the Benjamin, we have the likes of El Neni, Sambi Lokonga. That's what we have. That is why they need to sign more midfielders, especially defensive midfielder. The attacking midfield side will get replacements really very okay. Look at if Abivera is still on the bench, they never even use him. Look at an Elvis Mitro, will be one of the integral members of our season last year. That one makes sense. They men. So that central midfield, that defensive midfield role, that is where we need to strengthen. That is why they pursue some kind of midfielder like Yuri Tillemans. Say, okay, maybe we'll feel, even if not one you bring in, it still makes sense than to have nothing, because we can still have somebody like a Zinchenko to come in and replace a Granit Xhaka if need be. So even if not one more person, we need that. Look at Liverpool versus Manchester United. Because they analyze and say one of the reasons we make Liverpool fall like a pack of cards now because they don't really get better midfield. Thiago Alcantara get injury, Fabio himself, that one he get injury. So many people for that midfielder. Naby Keita he get injury. So since that midfield can be very porous, they call these old men like James Milner, they use some kind of people they're not supposed to use. Look at the subs way the club they make that yesterday. That day we them play. Small boys now they bring in. And this one called the buttress the points where Oga Marcus they make when Malo complain for live broadcast, say Arsenal no get a good Benjamin, no get a good squad depth. Where Oga Marcus can throw out that challenge. Even me say I never real reason go that side. Go talk say look at the rest 19 teams where they EPL apart from Man City you get, and apart from Liverpool when they are fully fit. No other team gets a good bench like Arsenal, because in Arsenal you're looking at first team members like Kylian Tierney, Tomiyasu, you're looking at Fabio Vieira, you're looking at Elvis Mitro, you're looking at Eddie Nketiah. All these guys can't even see the first 11. You're looking at the Rob Holding, who is also formidable. They can't even smell the first 11, and we are still thinking of buying more players. Like, come on. So that is waiting this up now. So if we can get at least a winger and a central midfielder, oh my god, our team don't complete that. For those who don't know, Wolves they demand £50 million for Pedro Neto. I know they don't offer Pedro Neto to Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United. So I never know whether Arsenal will buy him, because from all indications they say Arsenal they bid £35 million for the guy, saying they go fit afford. So whether Wolves will sell them to us and whether they not go sell them to us, I can't really say, because all them know is say they won't sell the guy if the right amounts come. Officially it's not for sale, but unofficially if the right amount is available, then they will be open for a discussion. Even Arsenal don't really discuss with manager, the agent Jorge Mendes. So that Jorge Mendes, the guy now high profile agent, so Arsenal already discuss him. Well, now less than I think 9 days or thereabouts now remain for this window. We'll just see how things go. You're right, Seth. Don't come outside. Can't they praise Arsenal for the way they take they manage all these young stars? Say for example, look at Saliba. The Saliba we then signed since 2019. There's as a signer, they still leave him for St. Etienne there waiting. After I come over St. Etienne, assistant I'm out on loan to OG Nice and to Marseille. Get so now Arsenal can they reap the fruit of their labor. Even though many people don't declare or say make them play Saliba, make them play Saliba. If Saliba don't they ripe to play for the EPL, now the Matata know what them see, say no, you are not good enough. Still go out and know how to play football. Go and play in the Ligue 1. The Ligue 1 and the EPL are not in the same caliber, you get, but at least now good stepping stone. If you play for there, then come and join us here. That is why you see some of our players like all those Balogun, Tavares, they don't go Ligue 1 now, go to shine. But we deem them surplus to requirements at Arsenal, because the standard, the level for Arsenal for EPL is very high. You don't compare at all those Ligue 1 there. My God, report we can come outside by Ebola. We can let us know say Arsene Wenger submitted 15 million euros, will be about 30 million pounds to Braga, will be a Portuguese. I say they won't buy Pedro Neto. Then Pedro Neto was about 17 years. So Arsenal don't look and say this guy is one of the young and exciting prospects and is going to be a very, very good player for the future. They're going to say they would like to sign him. But Braga, as of then, got to say the amount was too small, the 30 million pounds. Say on the contrary, they would like to accept 17 million pounds. As a winger can pass up on the deal. Now, how many years later? I'm talking about 2017 and we're in 2022 now. How many years later? Arsenal is now still going back for that same player. And now the club is saying they are going to collect 50 million pounds. Just imagine so we'll buy the guy then. But who knows? Everything now, what if we buy at that time, it no come blow as him be now. You get now. So if you look at Serge Gnabry, he was in Arsenal. Now we throw and say his surplus requirement is not good enough. He don't go now. Look what they do for Bayern Munich, the boss net anyhow. Now how many years later we can't go back say okay we'll be interested. So who knows? All these small players we see now, nobody really knows how their future is going to be. Everything is a gamble. So that's how it just be. So I never know how it will be for this Pedro Neto. My prayer be say either we'll sign him or we'll sign Yeremi Pino. Any of them okay. About Barcelona self don't come outside, they ask Bellerin say make Baba wait till the end of the transfer window. See them will come for him, they'll come carry him. But at the same time, Arsenal they really say anybody who won't buy this guy. If we don't discuss finish, we will just stay in contract. So then go be free agents, go free joining. As Baka day now, Baka still get some problems. They never feel registered Jules Koundé. That's why they won't even sell Aubameyang and Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay now they go Juve, Aubameyang they go Chelsea, so that they will get space to register Jules Koundé. So this is what they tell Bellerin making wait. I don't want to register Bellerin again. And don't forget that Bellerin started his playing career at the La Masia Academy of Barcelona. So at the end of the day, normal now, back at the guest stars. So if you want to play, you guys find your square root well that club. That was how Arsenal can go there, go snap him up. But now he's looking at going back to Barcelona or going back to Real Betis. So I never really know how this up. Any which way, no be our problem. Our own now. If you don't agree with them, let us know. Both sell your contract or maybe they pay the amount you want. They go forfeit your salary. So all those things. Once it day clearer, I'll let you guys know. A Europa League draw now on Friday. They will do it. So on Friday we will know who our opponents then will be. Who are we playing? They don't see us already for one group. So anyhow way they go share by then everything will look like we'll know which part of the world we will travel go for all this farmers league there. Anyway, if we meet here, we just knock them. I'm gonna get one of our maritime spiritual they call news bar. So they can let us know say Leicester City don't reduce the fee for Yuri Tielemans. Say if Arsenal go fit pay 17 million pounds, like they are willing to accept 17 million pounds. This one said they contrary to another report we see for another monetary speed. They say Leicester they're willing to accept 38 million pounds. So all these Leicester deals it never declare. But one thing is certain, that this guy is going to go for 25 to 30 million pounds. Why? He has less than 10 months left on his contract, so there is no way we will contest the one they increase the fee. And mind you, by January, when the transfer window will open, Leicester City knows say Yuri Tielemans will be eligible to accept pre-contract offers from other clubs, which will accept him when he becomes a free agent. Themselves no want to take that kind of risk because you don't let them know say contract extension. I not even bring her near me. I'm not signing the contract extension. If I want to make I run down my contract for this 1 year will remain, I'm free to do so. And as of yesterday, Leicester rejected Chelsea's third bid for Fofana, which means Chelsea don't lose, they don't come up for the race. And why I be like that? Because Leicester no one institution where they will sell Fofana, can't sell Yuri Tielemans. Come on now, these are first team members, so they make the team tick, and now they are even struggling. So imagine they come weaken the team more, and who they won't come by. So that's the major problem they are facing. So they know say Yuri Tielemans anytime soon, the Baba fit jack back. So not just the watchers since the ocean. Arsenal don't they among the 20 teams for UEFA's financial fair play watch list. Now because of all the money we Arsenal don't spend for the past 2 years, they say we don't spend 270 million pounds. So this money I can make them the reason of say it's just they never break any rule. They just the investigators now. Shall not be say they don't hold us say we commit one thing. Get the major people where they go they look well now those kind of Newcastle, Man City, PSG, Barca, especially that Barca get problem with UEFA. So anyhow this thing they go normal news, more clarity go come outside as time they go. Then Owen Hargreaves don't come outside again. Can talk say Gabriel Jesus and Rodrigo now be the two best EPL players currently in the league, because when you look and go see Gabriel Jesus don't get like 3 assists and 2 goals in how many games? Not the 3 games they don't play. That's a fantastic return. Then at the same time, I look at Rodrigo, who don't get 4 goals. He's currently the highest goal scorer. The guy is 31 years old, and the guy they hot like fire. See what he do Chelsea. I don't scatter Chelsea get. So when you look at all these things, these are the 2 standard performers. The big names, so they used to all those guys, Salah, all those guys, Ronaldo, nothing for them. You get. They never. Ronaldo, so how many games he don't play? Salah they toothless since when brother man no day. So they can't know what's in the sub. So they all the watch out. Even at the same time, Daniel Courts don't come outside and let us know say Arsenal don't really get problem with UEFA. You get say all those financial fair play. See, they just look Arsenal, they just check whether Arsenal do anyhow. So UEFA already dismiss any idea of investigation or anything. Say Arsenal spending, they very legit. Say Arsenal self they allowed to even spend more, because Arsenal no be that kind of people now. They know Arsenal from the beginning. Say their football philosophy, their style of their doctrine for Arsenal that to spend from what you earn. This is like the first time we just start to spend. That's why everybody gets surprised. Say, Arsenal they spend money. See, come on, can you imagine? So at the end of the day, the Coco be say UEFA they just point the touchlight for us. No whether we do anything shady, because they say nothing there, Jerry, nothing there. That's okay. Food them, let it go. Fabrizio Romano self don't come outside and they let everybody know say Real Madrid been want Gabriel Jesus. You get. Say the reason they don't come buy him again now because the guy don't get European passports. You get. That's why they don't want him. Even Gabriel Jesus was willing to go there, because after Real Madrid failed to sign Pepe, the things no can't do well for them. So they can't look for who else they go sign. They look Darwin Núñez, they look Erling Haaland, they look Lewandowski, they look many people, but it no really favor them. Say okay, we'll go for this person. So they can say okay, maybe they will go carry Gabriel Jesus since it's surplus to requirements at Man City. By the end of the day, the guy no get European passport. Before they go say make them work and done, time go don't go. So they can't fashion the guy. Can say okay, make them wait. Maybe another person will still come, because after all, Eden Hazard be like a new player for them, because the guy na injury won't finish in career. So now this season in the fit. So that's why Gabriel Jesus, I said I can call and say, Baba, how far now? Come join me. You can't go join Arsenal. So that's just be this particular Gabriel Jesus news. I dropped him as a breaking news yesterday for our YouTube live. So for many people know they join the live. I don't know why. Maybe some know they get notification, or maybe you are not subscribed to our channel. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so that once we go live, you go get the information, any update, any breaking news I want just drop immediately as I see them. You go feel see them. So that's why I call the repeat and for the benefit of those who don't join the live, make them still stay informed also. And even Fabrizio Romano self don't come outside and the talk say Arsenal wants Diaby of Bayer Leverkusen, but the problem is say Bayer Leverkusen don't talk say he's not sellable, it's not available to be sold to anybody for any amount. That's why Arsenal don't really want that. But if now about interest, Arsenal really wants the guy. They're interested in him because they're looking for a right-sided winger, because from all indicators Pepe is going to OG Nice and we have to replace him. So that's what it is. Even Fabrizio Romano self can confirm say Pepe loan move to OG Nice, saying that a loan without a buy option. There's no obligation to buy, there's no option to buy. So at the end of the day, he's going out on a straight 1-year loan to OG Nice to go and enjoy football, then rekindle his career, come back to Arsenal and continue from where he stopped, because I thought I see the reason say this guy gets a lot of things ahead of him. You know, get the football. Maybe not the style of play, never really understand, but the guy still get that footballing ability. I don't know whether I know just get courage or they're bold enough to attack people. So that's what it is. So, and I like what Arteta is doing. Arteta is very ruthless in sending people out, because at the end of the day, if you don't do well, now you go sack, they sack players. Just like what Eric Ten Hag want to do for Man U now. Baba don't list like 10 players out for sale, so they make them find their square root. Baba they change the philosophy there, they change things. Baba is starting from scratch. And which Arteta don't do when he comes, I can't jam you in an Emery squad. You can't send them out. All those old guards, the old guards in the team, send them out. Stamp your authority of leadership. Let them know say, I mean the rule for you. If you do any, I go see any, I go come out. Normal level. At the same time, for the media settings, so they can't ask Pedro Neto, say, how far they see all this stuff, so they talk about saying, one go ask now, and all this kind of talk now. So I they see all those things. So Baba can say, almost saying they hear all those things, and it is very good for other teams, so they appreciate in ability. So they see what him they do and feel say, you can bring this team to our team. But presently, they contracted to Wolves. Yeah, so in loyalty they for Wolves. Then they focused on waiting in will help Wolves achieve for this season. So the reason all those things, they put mouths. All is say as of now, they focused on Wolves, and that is what is expected of a player. You don't have to, what you expect a player to come and talk. Say, yes, I want to go and join Arsenal. Everybody knows he loves Arsenal. He's a fan of Arsenal. Everybody knows that because he likes the style of play of Arsenal. And I get 120% confidence. Say, if Pedro Neto enter Arsenal, the guy will succeed. He's going to flourish because Arsenal are a team where we say we dominate most games. At least we dominate. Wolves, how many times did they dominate games? Arsenal, anytime we go away or home now, we are dominating. You get, so if he come, we will need him on the counter attack. Even if me and somebody they talk yesterday, I said don't forget, say if Pedro Neto come, the way Saka they play this season, if Pedro Neto come, don't be surprised saying go keep Saka for bench. Alright, this thing I tell you now, write them down somewhere to this date. Say CHUKS talk say the way Saka they play the first 3 matches has not been convincing, because since we have other superstars in the league, in the club now, the midfielders now they trust people like Gabriel Jesus, they trust other people, they give them the ball. How many assists Saka don't do? How many goals he don't score? This buttresses my point. So I make last season say he get the kind of players we Arsenal will sign. People like Emil Smith-Rowe, people like Odegaard, people like Saka, they go there for Benjamin. I said this the last season, if una go remember. I said it. What did they happen now? Where Emil Smith-Rowe dey? Emil Smith-Rowe cannot even see inside the first 11. Only one bench. We see how with Fabio Vieira that is coming in. You get how Fabio Vieira go enter now, go play. They deliver assists like we they deliver for Porto last season. But deliver 16 assists. If he deliver them for Arsenal, Odegaard will be your senior one number 10. In Benjamin go long at J. No be say I dey tell una this thing, and that is how it's supposed to be. Look at the Man City side. A Sterling could not even see the first 11. A Gabriel Jesus, as good as he is in Arsenal, transforming Arsenal, could not see the first 11 there. A Jack Grealish, £100 million, is sleeping on the Benjamin. Imagine that. And that's how it be. Well, when I just the watch, we don't watch yesterday. You check the top left corner of your screen. You see the thumbnail. Click out so that you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So, CHUKS signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm out.